they go for a tiny.
Okay, so that'll be 9. 9 will be playing that. But that's so it still could be a 3 or a 4 Doom. Still,
Yep.
look, we're not sure which one it could be because of them.
Just to clarify, this is a tiny 20 games played, 30% win rate at the tournament. Isn't doing too hot.
Have they been playing him carry or mid in general?
Often it's mid support so far at the tournament.
Mid and 4 are the two. I actually like it here though because the team spirit, the Hoodwink, the Pango, they're a little bit vulnerable to burst. He can lead things off, gives them another tanky frontliner, which pairs so well with Grimstroke anyways. It's kind of like the formula that works well.
Yeah, it's okay. 33 playing the Doom. So they're not gonna go crazy. I was like, ooh.
But they banned the Spirit Breaker. They picked the PA. That was the counter that Tundra used in the past. So kind of cool there. 2
mobility heroes at the end versus Grimstroke. I see Leash being really good versus the Pango and the PA in a lot of situations.
Would you say though, Fogged, closer draft overall rather than last time where you guys were all pretty much, oh, this is Tundra's game? Like, do you think it's the Team Spirit got a chance? They got a better draft than they did last time.
Yeah, they're not going to get rolled over by some like a massive amount of push with like a like or anything like that. They should be able to fight back. But I really like what Tundra has. I think they actually like addressed even the Pango and everything with these dispels. I think this tiny pick is really cool for the burst versus what I see is 4 pretty squishy heroes potentially. So.
What about the PA though? The PA, I feel like the CK is not going to want to buy MKB. They're going to have some true strike issues there.
Later down the line,
they have magic damage with Tiny, but it's that plus Grim. Like that's the one pick that I don't like. That Spirit was really effective with. The PA looks good here.
Yes. I think Spirit's pretty happy where even if they do fall victim to the early BKB as a fight, they have the wave clear on the first 4 heroes. So PA just smokes it or gets over to the other side of the map, keeps farming up. Eventually, that Deso BKB timing, pick off the backline. So I think Spirit's happier with this draft, but I still enjoy what the aggression that Tundra can bring behind the quick farm that Doom provides.
Okay. Well, we're going to head over to our casters, Odie and Jenkins. Have a great cast, guys.
Thank you very much, Ted. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are here ready for Game 2 between Tundra and Spirit. And indeed, as for the panel saying, Jenkins, this is a game where Tundra, even if they get the ball rolling early, they're not going to be able to sort of push towers at quite the speed that they were with that Game 1 draft. So Spirit, more likely to have a chance to get to a point where Yatoro could be able to carry.
Yeah, there's combos on Spirit. I mean, pushing into, DK stun plus Snapbolt, that's never going to be easy. Of course, you have to get to the point where you have the DK that has the Blink Dagger, Snapbolt to follow. Yeah, I think both drafts look pretty solid, but for Tundra, this does look like a pretty classic Tundra lineup as well. You got the Skeeter CK.
Oh yeah.
Remember in an interview, I don't remember who was saying it, but one of the other pros was saying like, Skeeter was joking around to the sauna, being like, how the hell am I always getting the CK? That's all I play. I think it might have been actually Tundra that was doing the interview, and they're just laughing about that. He still seems to get this hero because it has fallen off to a degree, only because I think other heroes have taken precedence. It's not really because CK is weak by any means.
Well, let's see how it does this time round. Because this sort of has the carry matchup goes when the minutes pass, right? In the later points, PA's pretty happy, right? You have this evasion against a hero that's not really going to rush to build any sort of ability around that.
Well, he does get Silver Edge. That's the thing.
True. I guess, yeah, true.
I actually think the CK PA matchup is really good for CK.
Okay.
That's what I've seen late.
Because you can itemize for it.
Yeah, I mean, even like Bloodthorn is a really great item on CK these days. So you have the counter.
Well, this should be a first blood setup here. That's the bushwhack. Will slow down Skeeter from getting the stun off initially, but he's still in. And they'll still take it here. First blood for 33.
Yeah, and because it's Tundra, every single hero has started with the magic stick, and they all have 3 stick charges. I'm like half joking, but it is genuinely impactful in each lane to have, plus 45 HP and mana to start the game. And 33's also got his Quelling Blade Tango coming out. Yeah, look, do they all actually have sticks? Almost all of them.
They're just snaking. Oh, and 9. Of course, in the mid matchup. He's not started with it. He will be getting one of them out.
I remember Owie, when he played for Arkosh for a bit, he was telling me about sticks are overpowered. And I thought he was insane because everybody was getting like bracer components and stuff like that. And then here we are, you know, months and months later. It's like sticks, you know, Tundra started going sticks on every single hero at the start, and now everybody's doing it. He was ahead of his time, man.
That's a smart man.
Yeah. He's got good ideas.
The setup this time, do you imagine that Yatoro is going to have as tough of a lane that he did last time around? Because you said yourself, you wanted to see Team Spirit come into game 2 with a bit better of just sort of laning potential. Do you think we've got that here?
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty difficult between the harass of a Hoodwink and a Phantom Assassin to lose the lane. Like, PA is not this old PA that, man, Miposhka's making a lot of space here. But yeah, PA's a lane winner now. This Orbit Corrosion build, you can get a lot of kills, especially with the Hoodwink.
Did not catch him littering, bro.
Damage done to Miposhka. As you say, Yatoro, very happy for him to be tanking that attention away from the creep wave. So far in the mid matchup, Nine with a little bit of an edge. 8 for 4 against that 7 and 1.
It's hard to beat a Tiny in the early game, now that it's just plus 20 damage on the tree.
Oh, look at this bottom collapse. Taking quite a hit here from Snake King and Skeeter. So it was him, of course, getting in deep.
Yeah, they're doing some diving action down there. Gotta solve the work with, though. He'll be fine.
Almost 33 looking for him.
Oh, he's got the armor creep.
That's the one he wanted.
Ice armor. It's either that or the, well, against PA and Hoodwink, 2 physical damage heroes. Yeah, you definitely want the ice armor creep. But also, if you could get the Satyr that gives you the mana burn plus the mana aura, that creep is insane as well. I feel like that's half the reason why Doom is so strong, is because of these, the creep buffs that happened. Every camp is blocked, though. It's so funny to see a Dire Sentry Ward in the Dire Easy camp.
Got in their own small camp.
Yeah. And the Observer Ward, of course, on the medium camp, just like fully committed to taking those camps out, so Doom cannot just get these easy creeps. Then he picks up an ice armor creep anyway, and it's like, well, what the hell is the point of all of that?
Radiant's courier has been killed.
A little bit of juicy courier sniping action from Mira. Very nice.
It's the wards out and a mango gone. And so far, actually, with the causes, Skeeter that's having a tougher time in lane. One of the CS right now. I have a chance of getting aggressive here. Was try and go for Mira, but collapsed by Mira's side. It's a hard kill to commit for him. The CS situation so far, Skeeter wants to make sure he's not missing any of them. So we'll get back to the meeting of the creep wave.
Focusing on the runes at 4 minutes, not just the 6-minute runes.
Nice to see. John Tokyo's going to get the backup from Mira, so they'll be able to turn and try for 9. Cookie in, that should do it. He'll pop a fairy fire, but he's not going to live. Tokyo getting that assistance around the mid lane and gets him the kill.
Tiny, a very low armor hero to start. Literally 0. So definitely solid to kill him with the 2 minus armor heroes, physical damage heroes.
I'll tell you, who hasn't got 0. We're seeing there, of course, with that chainmail coming out. And he is up to 16 armor in the lane 33 at 4 minutes in.
Yeah, that's a lot of armor. And you're playing against 2 physical damage heroes. I'm watching Miposhka right-click him, and it's like you can barely render it on the screen, the amount of damage it's doing. It's just so little. Look at it's nothing.
I mean, what do you do about this, man? 33 is just going to be able to free farm here, and yeah, they're not going to be pushing him away.
No, they could honestly leave him alone. Like Soxa could go stack and do, you know, supporty things. This 33 does not need help.
Where you want?
Oh, some juicy courier sniping action again. Mira, he's looking for it. Oh yeah, that's
nice,
the good stuff. That's the good stuff right there.
Goodbye, boots.
God damn, that's the boots on a CK2 of all heroes. He loves getting those boots early. So good for getting kills.
And I mean, and what would you sort of imagine, you know, the build is intended here for Skeeter? Like, at what stage does he try and get one of these anti-PA items in?
Probably
Radiant's
third
bottom
item.
tower is under attack.
Like you go like armlet, BKB, silver.
He's gonna have to blast. Ooh, needed that one extra hit, but doesn't want to spend too much time tanking the tower, so he'll stay safe.
Snake King's not happy about all the couriers that are getting sniped down here. He snooped out the ward. Who actually got the D ward?
33, he's gonna get this kill on his own top. And he's able to run down Miposhka. Bottom lane, collapsing trouble. The tree comes in, and with the Ink12 buff, they'll be able to close this gap. That's gonna be a dead DK. Tundra getting kills in both lanes there, with the extra backup of the support coming bottom, and it works out perfectly. As we saw top 33, he didn't need that support. He's doing it on his own, getting these kills.
Yeah, he's totally free-farming, and now that he just feels strong enough in this lane without the armor creep, he's going for some mana burn.
Another kill for Tundra. He's headed over. He's trying to go for the opposite side there. Hit the X-Spot. He's going to turn, but he's gonna die. He tries to make that move, but obviously on his own. And between that Phantom's Embrace and the Ink-Swell, he can't get his ult off. So Tundra, they're getting the kills.
And 9 is still there again. He is not leaving. Oh my god, it's gonna work.
They're gonna get something else out of this one. Mirror's feed in. I mean, Collapse has got to be careful himself. He's gonna try to help Mirror out with the Dragon Tail stun, but the Avalanche is back up. Mirror will still die. And then get Skeeter in return. He's pretty low. TPs are coming in. They've got to find something from this Spirit, because so far Tundra, they're getting all the kills, but Skeeter able to dodge the swashbuckle. They will get found by the Dragon Tail stun, and with the Breathe Fire, Team Spirit will be able to take down that CK in return. They even try for snaking here. Rolling Thunder from Toronto, Tokyo.
Oh, they do have a ward. Yeah, he knows where he is. He should get him with the swap. Yeah.
Very well needed there for Spirit, after they were taking quite a few casualties on the bottom lane.
Yeah, that is expected at that point. For how long that fight went on, it's like Toronto Tokyo just respawns. Like, what the hell? I died in this fight. All right, I'll take some kills.
It looks like with the sort of movement from Yatoro to the mid to get some farm, they've just sort of written this top lane off. So 33 will just continue to have all the space that he wants up here. And so it's going to be one very farm Doom, and even more so here with the Midas coming as his first item this game.
Yeah, Miposhka's just chilling up there, trying to hold the lane.
They're going to go for Skeeter. All at the ready. Put the Phantasm. I'll hold the two of them back. Toronto Tokyo not quite having his ult ready to go again. The Skeeter will live. The pressure on the bottom side, building up from Spirit. First round of the Dragon Form, doing good damage to the Tier 1.
Yeah, with the classic situation of both supports just holding the safe lane tower.
See if I can get my Miposhka here, 33. Trying to start hunting through the trees. Miposhka a little too slippery. He's out and away and still has another scurry ready.
And Snake King's gonna die doing the same thing, bot.
This tower will be going down, Spirit. I'll be the ones to take the Tier 1. 33, that's the Midas purchase, 9.5 minutes in. Good timing.
Dire's top tower is under
Miposhka has this really nice ward up here that lets him juke around like this. So he's getting more experience than the supports on the other side, because the flip side lane is not being taken by any support. Like, Miposhka's actually, he's being pretty annoying up here. Like, he's not going to protect the tower for too long. Obviously, it's a hoodwink. What can he do? But he's getting XP that on the other side, nobody's getting.
And it's slowing them down a bit, because I think they're a bit concerned with Miposhka being there, that, you know, maybe he'll set something up and suddenly Toronto Tokyo's TPing over. But for now, Toronto Tokyo going for the move on mid. Yatoro and Mirror ready to help out.
Oh my god, he just keeps getting bounced around.
Defensive disruption from Saxa, breaking him out of any potential follow-up. Now Toronto Tokyo in trouble. 9 steps up with the toss. He's going to catch him. One more punch from 9 will do the job. They take him down. But over to the side, Yatoro, he's found himself a DD. Now 9, with as deep as he had to go to get that kill on Toronto Tokyo, he's going to end up going down.
Wow, Yatoro gets the last hit. They're trying to give it to him. If you have a PA that's getting last hits at this point in the game, like even a PA showing up like this and being involved in kills is spectacular for her. I mean, this is another hero like Ursa. It just can't jungle very quickly.
And they might get something else out of this. It collapse. He's onto Snaking. See if he's able to catch him with another breathe fire. And will be silenced, but the right click's still there. Collapse.
Fade from memory.
Getting huge amounts done here with these first few Elder Dragon forms. Very active, and we're seeing already this second game much closer. And if anything, Spirit maybe overall feeling like the stronger squad with the fact that this PA is getting so much from this early game. It's really just going to be down to what 33 will be able to do with this immense amount of farm that he's getting in this lane.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
He's huge. He's probably looking to get a pretty quick doom onto this PA. Like, I feel like Yatoro is getting off to a pretty solid start.
Yeah,
or like
absolutely.
Doom is supposed to be this farmed at this point. Well, maybe not this farm.
Radiant's
but
bottom tower
Doom is supposed to be
under
decently
attack.
farmed at this point. Yatoro 1-0-1, 71 CS. Like his game's going perfectly as well. He's totally happy right now. He could snowball this.
No, for sure. You know, compared to last game, where Yatoro had such a rough lane, and even then, you know, he managed to kind of get back into it. He got his Battle Fury and his BKB. This time round, where he hasn't been held down as much as in game one, it's definitely going to be a huge concern for Tundra.
Tundra they blink on 9 now, so this is why they're going for the smoke here. Hey, Spirit, they're like debating this though. Everybody's just sitting in smoke doing nothing while Yatoro's farming.
They really want to get something done with this blink on 9. They're going to try. Now again, yeah, 9 holding back. They can sense that this is not an easy place for them to just go in. And Spirit will return.
Yeah. Very awkward. They did get a ward down though, so that could help them later on. I mean, they've got great vision right now. They see exactly where Collapse and Toronto Tokyo are chilling. Very important heroes to have vision on. Collapse has his blink. Yeah, that's funny. Like both teams had a blink timing, so they're looking to go for a smoke, but nobody's showing because the other team had the blink timing. Yeah. So they were looking to also go for a play.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, usually those are not perfectly synced between an offlaner and a mid, but Nine's been spending a lot of time rotating, whereas Collapse, he's mostly just been chilling.
I mean, we're going to see Spirit give it another attempt here off the smoke. They're making the move down towards 33. Pushed out a couple of waves, but 33's playing it smart. A couple of waves cleared. He's back under his tier 2 tower. Spirit, they'll turn their attention towards the mid. See if they can maybe get the jump on 9. And both teams, they're reading each other very well. Tundra, they back off. They
Another smoke on smoke.
I mean, who's going to get the blink jump first? Who's going to get the chance to start a fight?
Neither team is letting it happen, man. They're like, no, we see you have a blink dagger. We see that you have that. We're not going to show. It's like, all right, well, neither will we. Okay, guys, let's just fight. Let's just agree to fight mid, all right?
Toronto Tokyo.
A lot of time just being spent mid.
Look at the toss back. Collapse. So the Dragon Tail start with a 33. Soulbind holds back the Rolling Thunder. The Double Doom was there also. So the two of them will have to back off. Nine's going to look for the side, maybe see if he can get back in on this, and he can. Jumps forward, gets the move back. Lovely fight into the two-man avalanche there for 9. Make sure that they can finish off the job there off the back of the Double Doom. See if they can get more from this Tundra. They turn over on Mirror, drag back from Skeeter. The fight finally happens, and it's Tundra that come out with a roaring success there, taking out 4 heroes, losing nobody themselves.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah, finally we see the jump on 9. Like, he catches somebody. And they immediately smoke towards the bot lane. They see that Yatoro's killing the creeps down here. He thinks he's safe because he's in the blur.
I mean, TP's on cooldown for 17 seconds as well.
Snake was looking. He knows there's nobody behind him here.
Has fallen.
I think he might be okay. He was just on the edge of vision.
Wow.
And now that the night time's kicked in as well, he should be able to stay in the fog of war.
Dude, Yatoro said in an interview that he's cheating. I believe him. After watching that, I believe him. How the hell do you escape that gank? How does he just know? He's gonna watch the replay later and be like, what? Oh my god, I almost died. Yeah, that was crazy. Like, they were very patient there with Tundra.
I'll see mid Spirit. Last fight wasn't a great one. They were the ones getting jumped. Looking for a chance to make the jump themselves. Dragon Tail will allow Toronto Tokyo to close in there. Is the BKB available? So toss to the side. 33 should be okay here. He's up to the high ground. Toronto Tokyo won't be able to continue to chase. They'll turn for 9 instead. As 9 ends up going down. Did sort of give his life there to save 33.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's funny that that's the mid laner, but he's got about half the net worth of 33, so genuinely worth it to give away his life there. Even more net worth than the carry. You don't want your Doom going down like that. He's even got a kill streak. So we're not just talking net worth bounty, we're also talking kill streak bounty. This guy's huge.
Yeah. And if he was dead, he wouldn't be able to use his Midas right now, so it would have been a lot of loss of value.
And the Devour. He's doubling down. Looks like he's going for like a Shiva's Guard. He's building into a plate mail, which I think is necessary, regardless of going for a Shiva.
It's all right. Progress for him. I mean, is this a game where he will have to get that BKB as the next item?
I don't think he needs it.
See mid. 33 is ready to run this down. He has got Doom at the ready. They've got the combo. Of course, Soulbind and Doom are available.
He's gonna walk away. Yeah, I don't necessarily. I mean, obviously it's a great BKB game. I think you eventually need the BKB
for sure. But do you need it now?
You're playing up against Doom. You're playing up against Soulbind. You're playing up against Demonic Purge. I think there's an argument to go just get it.
Have a quick catch here for Tundra. Starting to get these kills. They're building up a lead. 12-8, 3K advantage. And just making it very, very difficult for Spirit to quite match the ability to kill, even though they do have some fantastic calls for doing it. You know, the blink on the DK, the follow-up from Toronto Tokyo, but Tundra are just not letting themselves get caught out by that. Bottom though. Again, there's 4 heroes. Tundra, they're prepared. They know that Spirit are constantly setting up and looking for these situations.
Oh, man, Collapse is going back in, but
I mean, 33's BKB is on cooldown.
Toronto Tokyo TP'd out.
Oh, okay,
he's gone. Like that was.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Two of them. Mine's going to need backup. It is on its way. It's a big crit coming in. And a great defensive destruction coming out as well as Toronto Tokyo heals Ball. 9 will live. Tundra able to turn up in time, protect their hit. And now they can go for more. Drag back with the Rift onto Collapse. Nine's got to be careful that he doesn't get hit by the Dragon. He's okay. Collapse not able to quite get any attack off onto him. So 2 heroes dead again on Spirit. And really, you know, Tundra, they're just sort of playing on the boundaries of these moves that Spirit are trying to make. And Spirit, even here, when they get so close to killing 9, they can't quite do it.
I see what Spirit was going for there. I mean, the saves coming in is just... The players on Tundra, they're just playing too close. Like, they're so used to this running around the map and, like, just crazy shenanigans. I see what Spirit was trying to go for, though. Like, there's this play happening bot, and so they think, like, if they make a play with their carry plus a dude that was just bot mid, how the hell is Tundra gonna get there in time? But they just were. No. They immediately ran there after the thing bot stopped happening.
Yeah, that was absolutely the intention. That's why we did see, you know, Collapse go back in with the ultimate, popping the Dragon Form to start hitting on 33 to really try and make Tundra into just being fully focused on action happening there. But yeah, you know, Tundra a step ahead.
It was a play. Like, they were making a play. It was next level, but Tundra, they just read it. So. And Sox has got the full ether lens. That's pretty spooky. If you can get towards the Aghanim Scepter eventually, we're gonna have a break. Let's see. On top.
Making it very easy to kill Maposhe. It's not a fun game for him. So much jump. But it was the mid. I mean, 9. Found the setup into the stun. Again, 9.
Radiant's bottom tower
allowing them to catch these heroes, throwing back Toronto Tokyo into the range of Skeeter. They've got just so much follow-up, you know, we're seeing from Tundra's heroes. They get any sort of initiation, they're never alone. There's always backup and there's always a hero to get the kill done. They'll move into Roshan.
Tundra's very good at... I can chart on Doom. Interesting. What the hell does that even do? Oh yeah, level death. It's level death. I see. With bonus stun duration. Apparently, with the War Stomp, you can like stun somebody for like 6 or 7 seconds straight with this ability. If they're the right level. Above level 24.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're trying to make these moves, but it's just not soon enough. And Mushka shows himself. 9 coming up. The combo takes him out. Spirit, they're still trying to poke at this, but I don't think they've got any sort of fight to bring against Tundra. As Tundra, they get the 2 kills for 9. Spirit starting to just not find any opportunity to slow them down. 9, he'll see Toronto Tokyo up top. Won't be able to get him back in time though as Toronto Tokyo rolls out of here. But the lead is building up, and Tundra, it's starting to look very, very hard. I mean, for Spirit, it's just all down to the fight when they find the timing to bringing this PA in. And the question is going to be if Tundra's just going to be too far ahead by the time that happens. Yeah, it's a problem, and Tundra's building the right items. They're going for Aghanim Scepter on Doom, so they're going to have a 22-second break for PA. They know that Yatoro is the only way that Spirit is going to... A 9? Yeah, BKB TP out, it's got to. Old Tiny could have broken that, but no, not anymore. Does not go through BKB, that toss. Tundra, they seem to know. They've got a ward. Yeah, that's going to be a dead mirror. Surely he dies here, right? He's fine. I've also spotted a DD in the river. So, 9. He'll head over and grab that, ready for the next play. That's getting tough. I mean, how are we looking on the items on Yatoro? He's going to start working on that Deso, but until that's, Battle Fury and BKB alone, while he may be able to live, but even at that, of course, as we've said, there's ways to go through that BKB. It's not going to do huge amounts of damage. Tundra's heroes will easily out DPS and pretty much all 3 of the cores. Oh, Miposhka's dead again, man. This is just one of the most frustrating heroes to be caught out on by Tiny. One of the worst strength gains in the entire game on Hoodwink. You're so squishy. You're such a damn squishy hero. Tiny's combo almost always one-shots you. Funky Hats don't do a thing. Toronto Tokyo looking for the setup. The kiss is coming in. The snaking should die here. If they can get more, Steelers just going to simply pop the BKB. He's happy to fight. Toronto Tokyo himself will use the BKB. Doom dropped down by 33. Just need a couple of hits more really to get him. He's up on the cliff. Turn trying to kill off Steeler. They'll be able to do it, but he's got the Aegis. He's going to be back for a second round. Collapse is kicking out. 9 gets in a finish of the kill. Avalanche catching Toronto Tokyo on the high ground as well. The Spirit, they'll lose 2. Can they get back in on this Spirit? I don't think so. They're going to try it. Or they're going to try and go for the Yatoro. He's in. Stacks up. Finds the time for Skeeter. That's not going to be enough. Yatoro finishes off the kill. Jackson can't save him. 9 comes back in with the combo, but he's got to get out. Team Spirit, they find a good trade here around the BKB on Yatoro. Yeah, and he also went for Phantom Knives, which it's there's not that great of stuff to break in this game, but there are huge HP heroes. I mean, you kill all the CK illusions. You've Tiny, who has this insane strength gain and base strength. Like Doom, like all of these heroes get obliterated by the Phantom Knife's percentage damage. Solid signs of what Spirit can still execute with this PA if they keep him alive. And even in that situation, around an Aegis, Spirit fighting back against Tundra and starting to reclaim some of the lead that Tundra has built up against them. What's Yatoro's next item? Is he getting he can still build this Mithril into either a Basher or a Deso. Question is, does he think he needs more damage, or does he think that he needs BKB piercing? Dude, that cliff was the pain of Spirit's existence in this fight. Unfortunately, just standing right on top of a Radiant ward. So Tundra, they see him up there. So back in action. Looking for 9. Toronto Tokyo. Not quite able to catch him here. He's into the invis. No interest on trying to commit with any sort of detection whilst Tundra right by 9's side. Okay, Toronto, he's ready to go in. He's starting off the action. Shield crash and the swashbuckle. See if he can get back out of this. He's being slowed down by the demonic purge. So he'll die for that effort to initiate.
33. The BKB. Oh, it's near 5-9. Okay. It's the tiny out. Tundra, they're probably going to rethink if they want to stick around for this one. And indeed, Saxo, he'll TP away from this. Yatoro, again, finding these kills there. 9 caught very, very low on the side of the fight. As Yatoro, he's catching up. And indeed, with the choice here, getting the basher done. Another weapon added to his repertoire here.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with PA is that no matter what you're up against, there's always this, like, 3-item timing roughly where she is a stronger carry than any other carry in the game.
Yeah, Yatoro is very strong right now.
And if you're Tundra, what you're looking for next is 33 to finish out his Aghanim Scepter, which he's 300 gold away.
And a DD on Yatoro.
Yeah, this is a big timing. If they get smoke off of this, do they have one is the question. Miposhka does. He was doing some warding shenanigans. They're going to go for a smoke with this.
I mean, Tundra's got to be prepared for this. Yatoro, if he's able to jump in, he's going to 2-shot, maybe even 1-shot some of the squishier heroes with a crit in this DD.
Honestly, I mean, I think you can you can pretty much kill any hero, probably other than 33. I think the rest of them can die.
Let's see how prepared Tundra is. They are grouped up as 5 around their mid tower. Team Spirit going for the long wrap around here to try and catch them by surprise from their own jungle. Their own triangle.
I might get caught. Oh, it's going to be snaking.
See? Go for the quick one first. We'll go by some time over the disruption. And we'll see at the same time, Knife will jump the backlines. He's in 33, slams down the Doom onto the PA, but the BKB was already on. So Yatoro will be able to retreat. There'll be a buyback straight away from Snakey as Tundra. They want to keep this fight going. Skeeter puts the BKB 9, juking around the trees, will be able to dodge the rolling thunder from Toronto Tokyo. Starting to stay on top of Collapse. They've got the damage written out. 9 gets in on top of the DK. They bring down Collapse, and Miposhka held to the side and trapped by the illusions of Skeeter. Tundra, they'll take the fight.
Yeah, the moment that Yatoro got doomed, they just said, Spear just said, like, we're out. We're getting out. Like, anybody who can get out of this fight, just get out. So Yatoro runs away. Toronto Tokyo, he gets away, doesn't end up using his TP. They all just ditch, and they lose 3 heroes for that. And honestly, that's the timing. I mean, you have 100 seconds with no Doom. So your PA is free now for 100 seconds. I think Spear, when everybody's alive, they immediately go for a play.
And Toronto Tokyo is looking towards 33 bot, but they're gonna find him. He was trying to walk down this bottom lane. Skeeter and 33 quickly taking him down. He's out for 50 seconds. Yatoro, he's going for the jump. He's in with the bashes. This is a lot of damage. Skeeter, he can't deal with it. They may have lost Toronto Tokyo, but Yatoro, Packs are finding action.
Dire's middle tower.
Rest of Tundra, they'll have to run. Collapse, they'll blink back up in a second, but 9's already out with the TP. The Snake King at a safe distance will be okay.
Yeah, Tundra need to respect the Doom timing. That's what they need to do. Like, Yatoro is too strong to be dealt with in any other way currently. That's just the game that they're in now. It's a PA thing. It's also because Yatoro's having a really good game. He literally hasn't died once. Yeah. This guy is having a flawless game on PA.
And I guess because it is just the Doom that he cares about. Because stuff like Demonic Purge, you don't really care about too much of PA because you're still jumping around and throwing daggers.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think the purge is a bit annoying for PA as well because you do purge the Phantom Strike. However,
that's true. Yeah.
However, I think you want to purge the Pango Shield Crash. That's like the most important thing to be purging in this game. It's been extremely useful in all of these fights so far. It's what he's been focusing on. I think you continue to do that and leave the PA to the Doom until the Aghanim Scepter comes out on Saksa, and then of course he's gonna have 3 breaks and 3 purges, so he'll be fine.
See if they can interrupt this Roshan attempt. Tundra, they know the Spirit's going for it. 9's gonna try and start things off, but he's caught by the pushback. 33 jumps in, but immediately Yatoro's out to the side, so he can't initially find that Doom objective that he wants to. He'll drop it down now. We'll force Yatoro to stay out to the side, since the rest of the team can deal with Tundra's. Toronto Tokyo's in with the BKB and the shield crash over towards 33. As 33 and Snakey getting pushed back by the Pango, he'll swashbuckle himself up to the cliff. They see it. Skeeter's able to drag him back down and take him out. Double kill for Skeeter. Yatoro will spot the guy. Yay! Yatoro was hanging around. He was trying to get back in as the Doom came to an end, but 33 just forces him out to the side. Tundra, they're cleaning up. Triple kill for Skeeter. Buybacks, they're coming out here from Spirit. They really don't want to let this Roshan go into the hands of Tundra. And maybe they can go for that, because now they know that the Doom's down. no ultimate. Yatoro, 35 seconds left to BKB up, so there'll be this bit of a window where maybe they can look to fight Tundra again and get the Roshan finished themselves.
It's still 4v3 though. I mean, you have to be really careful.
It's risky. Now it's 5v3. There we go. The numbers being added up by Tundra. With that extra buyback, they know what Spirit's trying to do here, and they don't want to let them get away with it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Spirit, is there any chance to make this jump? BKB will be ready to use in a second for Yatoro. Mira's going for it. Mira's going to try first. Can they get it on the pit? They can't. It's going to be ages into the hands of Yatoro. He's going to go for it now. He'll be able to kill off 9. 33 also very, very low. He's outside the BKB. The Shadow players. He's away. That's the Aegis gone, Spirit. And they go for a second round on Skeeter. Toronto Tokyo, good control with the Rolling Thunder, bouncing between the walls of the Roshan pit. They lock down the CK trap from the Bushwhack, catches Skeeter out. Skeeter will fall. A Spirit may not get the Roshan and the Aegis, but they do get the overwhelming fight here, as they'll be able to push back Tundra.
That was just impeccable timing from Spirit. Like, they lose a bunch of heroes, and the Roshan is going down. It looks disastrous for them, but Yatoro says, now I can go in, I can get a couple of free picks here.
I mean, Yatoro's, look at him, he's in level 25 PA now.
Yeah, and he stalled for long enough for Toronto Tokyo to come in and respawn and be part of that fight. Like, Yatoro, I mean, there is always the Rapier potential. That's always there.
That is true. I don't think he needs.
I don't even think you need it.
I don't think it's at that point really. He's still terrifying, and he's only died the once this game, and that's with Tundra putting so much focus on this PA as well. We see 33 each and every fight. He's just trying to make sure that he can lock out his PA.
It was really close that he didn't get the Doom off on onto Yatoro in that fight. Like, Spirit was kiting very nicely, but then 33 also was being very patient.
Yeah.
So, but it was very close. Like, he almost got up to the high ground of that fight.
Middle tower is under attack.
I'll see again here.
This was just such nice timing. Oh, the bushwhack! I didn't even see the bushwhack.
Yeah, so some fantastic cleave damage coming in from Yatoro.
That tree was up for so long too. Also giving vision for the initial cookie jump. Like, Spirit, the way they kited around the Roche pit with only 3 heroes alive was absolutely beautiful. Long enough to stall out for Toronto Tokyo to respawn, and then look at what the roll did in that fight. That was basically just Miposhka and Yatoro, like, just messing around the Roche pit for a long time there. He's got the Hunter's Boomerang to work with now.
Gosh, there's still this period where the buyback status for Spirit is a bit concerning, as it was their carry. Now Yatoro, 5 minutes on the cooldown of that. So Tundra do kill this PF. 33 can get in on top of Yatoro, take him out of the fight. Then there's going to be a huge window where Tundra's going to be able to push in. But they've got protection. Well, the double Lincolns, right? Yatoro's got a Lincolns, Toronto Tokyo's got a Lincolns. So now they've got these extra ways to make it almost impossible, if they're grouped up around this PA, for 33 to get any sort of opportunity to catch him with the Doom.
Yeah, he does have the Heaven's Halberd though, which I think is an excellent pickup. So he can jump in, War Stomp, cancel the Lincolns with the Heaven's Halberd, and then Doom. But it is asking a lot. Like, you have to be in Blink War Stomp range where PA does not get the BKB off. That's difficult. That's a hard thing to execute. Are they going to give this to 33? No, 9 will take it. Spirit was like, they were hoping that they had a smoke up there. You could see that Miposhka's like, oh, Mira, do you have a smoke? No, I don't have a smoke. Miposhka, do you have a smoke? No. God damn it. Like, because they had the DD, like, they really wanted to, they grouped up for it, but then no hero had a smoke left. They've got one of the quick buy on the smoke's about to respawn for Spirit, and I imagine they'll immediately go. They feel pretty strong right now with these Lincoln Spheres.
Absolutely.
They have a smoke, they have a ward, 3 wards actually that they want to place. There it is. And what are we going for on Yatoro? He's getting the Aghanim Scepter, which is very good this game. You've got 2 squishy backline supports on the Grimstroke and the Shadow Demon that you can jump insta-kill and then have those spells up again to kill the cores. I mean, I even feel like 9 is dying pretty damn quickly to Yatoro in these fights. No death, though, on the PA. Opting instead for the Ags.
We go in the mid. Tundra Toronto Tokyo is already out and away from Yatoro jump, so that's 9 dead. He's gone off the back of that step to get some out. Oh, the basket's there! Immediately off the 33, he tries to get out there. Will be able to target the team off onto Yatoro. Buyback for 9. They know that this is their chance to kill this PA. They've got to put everything into this. They've got the stun, they're taking him down. Yatoro out of the fight, but maybe the rest of Team Spirit can still clean it up. As Toronto Tokyo takes out 33. The question is if Tundra want to use any more buybacks. It's a big window. No, he got the ball. That's a juicy toss avalanche there from the Tiny. No,
that was a girthy one. That was nice.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's 3 dead. Tundra, they won't buy back to put the pressure on, but nonetheless, just for sort of the Tiny alone, there might be the chance to hit some buildings here.
The reason that fight went so well for Tundra is because PA pops the BKB, but the reality rift.
Look at that again. There we go. 9.
Juicy.
He's very good at these sort of tosses.
Yeah.
The 2-man avalanche.
The toss into avalanche thing seems so much better now that the avalanche is like a perma-stun. Like that, I'm surprised that we didn't see that abused a lot more at the start of the patch, but it makes sense because that's more of like a core Tiny thing, right? That's more of like a mid-Tiny thing, and Tiny's only been recently played as a mid. It was mostly a carry for this patch.
And we see, you know, that last fight, the fact that Yatoro did get doomed, they're like, we need more Lincolns.
Yeah.
So Collapse, he's got one as well. They've got the triple Lincolns ready to try and keep their, each other safe.
They actually need to buff him with Lincoln Sphere.
They got to spam it on him.
They have to give him the Lincoln's buff as well as his own Lincolns, because Reality Rift Pierce's spell immunity is the reason that he got the Doom off in that fight. And I like that Tundra was still able to pull this off despite all of these Lincoln Spheres and him getting the BKB off. This is like a disaster scenario starting out. That he gets the BKB off, he gets the jump, they get the initial pick off as well. I think, yeah, 9 did buy back in that fight though. He went for...
He did. As soon as the Doom came down onto Yatoro, he was like, we gotta go.
This is it. This is the fight. Yeah. And you know, worthwhile buyback. He went for the Moon Shard instead of a BKB, so a bit greedy of a build. Gets punished for that, but he had buyback and 3,000 gold on top of that, so he will have the BKB for the next fight, or maybe the one after that. Probably the next one, I would imagine. Yeah, he's gonna farm it. They're gonna give him the Ancients. It's too important that he gets that.
Well, time this relic. Who's taking that one for Tundra?
Probably 33.
Yep.
Yeah. All of his damage amplified. Inferno Blade, he's also got the Aghanim Scepter, or the Aghanim Shard. And PA, remember, is level 26, which means you're always getting that full duration stun from the Doom Aghanim Shard. So, let's see. It's like a 2-point-something second stun now with the Timeless Relic. Very nice. He's got the War Stomp, Doom to follow up as well. Yeah, if he Inferno Blade, War Stomp, Inferno Blades, like, PA is gonna melt.
Yatoro.
Although he has to actually hit the PA first in order to Inferno Blade, so I imagine the Doom will come first.
And that's proven to be very tough. I mean, again, this is a game where Tundra, they've had 35 kills, but only 2 of those being onto Yatoro. He's played it very safe, very smart.
I would imagine that the talk of a rapier will be starting soon for Spirit.
For sure, especially when you consider sort of the build has like the BKB Ags Link. There's a lot of things to keep him alive, allow him to jump around the fight.
Right.
You want to have that big sort of
and it's
bam item, and that could be the rapier.
Exactly. It's getting to the point too where you're just slotted and you're starting to consume items, and the only thing bigger than these items that you're consuming, it's like the 7,000 gold items or the rapier.
I'm talking about a lot of money. Sin 33 walking around with 5k on spec gold. Hold that thought though, because already Spirit gonna get the knockdown. 33's gonna jump in. Oh, they get the double doom off. They're able to get it here onto Collapse. Didn't get caught by it, actually. The Lincoln Sphere will protect him for 33's doom. It's just Meposhka that ends up going down to that. Of course, Meposhka buys back. They've taken out 33. Tundra, they've got to get out of it because Collapse, he's hot in the chase. Links in. See if they can catch any of the members of Tundra as they split up. Sacks up. He's into the trees and hiding with the Shadow Amulet plays. Yeah, I'm hitting with the scan. They know he's standing here somewhere.
Jam. Troutiger's got a jam.
They're going to find him. The Spirit again prepared for it. And indeed, we saw in a Collapse just not getting caught by that Doom. Thanks to the Lincolns.
Yeah, there are 2 buybacks on both of these heroes, but Spirit's feeling pretty good about themselves right now. Yatoro, top net worth. And this is the type of carry that can 1v5.
Absolutely.
As long as PA is your top net worth, you're totally happy.
I mean, they're going to get Roshan here, surely. Tundra, they do have buybacks, but they're not going to want to use them. Surely in this sort of riskier position, Roshan's just going to go down too fast anyway. This is going to be Spirit.
33 even bought out. He said that we're not fighting this. I'm getting my refresher orb. He's going to look for the...
Then something's going to go through the Lincolns, right?
Hopefully.
A couple of halberds, even throwing maybe in the first Doom, and then just having that second one ready to go. Just the Lincolns being there to block it. He's got to get through it somehow and get that catch on Yatoro. Otherwise, Yatoro, he's just going to be jumping around these fights with a huge smile on his face.
Yeah, 33's done a very good job in the prior fights to the last one and getting the Doom off on Yatoro. And the last fight is a result of not getting that Doom off. And that went extremely well for Team Spirit. So...
Dire's bottom tower.
Tundra's on thin ice here. Yeah. Very thin ice.
Yeah, even the Miro, as we saw, also queuing up the Lincolns. It's Lincoln Spheres for everybody, pretty much.
No, it's Lincoln Spheres for Yatoro. they're in other people's inventories, so they're just holding them for him. And he owns them.
And when you are putting the Lincoln Sphere buff on someone, right, you can't, like, two people can't do it. You have to wait until the first one's popped.
I think you wait. Yeah, but you just spam. You just spam it on him.
Yeah.
The moment it's popped, let's get another one on him, boys.
Yeah. It is, as you say, a game that could get to a point where, as long as Spirit's heroes are able to click Lincolns on Yatoro, Yatoro will win the fight.
He's looking for that egg consumable right now, which is going to give him a free slot
for that rapier.
Yeah, that's the rapier right there, baby. For. Although I do feel like a Satanic is, you know, maybe not that bad either. Although, I don't know. Does a Satanic really matter? Is he going to survive with this? I feel like it's all about not getting doomed.
I mean, if he doesn't get doomed, he's probably going to be fine.
Yeah, and if he does get doomed, the Satanic's not going to matter. So, get that right? I was going MKB. Let's see, who has evasion? Trickster Cloak is a bit of a pain in the ass. Of course, there's a Heaven's Halberd on Doom. Is there any other sources of evasion? I suppose the eventual halberd on CK, maybe. He's queued up the Scotty on Yatoro, so he's just kind of thinking. He's considering his last item. Like,
I mean, it's going to be one of the three, as you say, right? MKB, Scotty, or Rapier.
That game is back to even, if you want to call it that.
I was going to say, if anything, maybe Spirit in the more comfortable spot.
Yatoro's charging in, bro. This is a scary PA. Imagine running away from that wave. You just see it explode behind you with blood, and you're just like, oh god, what did I just avoid?
We see that
1%.
50-50.
All right.
Shifting into Team Spirit's territory.
Arcane Reservoir.
And understandably so, with how well they've been playing around their PA.
And here we haven't really talked about as much as Collapse. He just finished his Strength Blink. So he's actually a pretty big boy. He's the second most farmed core.
Oh my goodness,
on Spirit.
Radiant's getting right in on top of them. Of course, we've got a minute and a half left on the Aegis.
What a weird net worth distribution. The top net worth on Tundra is their offlaner, and then their mid, and then their carry. And then on Spirit, we have carry, offlaner, and then mid. It's just all in this weird random order. That's what happens these days, though. Especially with the Doom.
Radiant are scanning.
That's a good blind jump there onto Toronto Tokyo, but he was ready to react with the BKB. I'm sure that they're not able to keep him locked down, and now 9 has to put the BKB himself to get out of it. Same for Skeeter. Tundra, they tried to catch Team Spirit by surprise there with that initiation, but Spirit, they're ready. And this will be another tier 2 tower taken by Spirit. Tundra will have to back off whilst those BKBs
Radiant's bottom
call down on all 9. He gets caught there by the jump of Mirror.
Spirit officially has a
tower
lead
is under attack.
in this game. Officially has a gold lead. Maybe they have one in the laning phase or like bounty runs or something like that. There's too many Lincolns. It's just they can't. Like Tundra can't press any spells on Spirit.
They can't.
Is this 5 Lincolns? We almost have 5.
We're gonna get there. We're absolutely gonna get there.
Is Maposhka going for one? No, he's
Is
not.
under attack.
It's just,
He might. I mean, he's not got his next time.
we almost
Maybe 5's too many, you know.
5's. Well, you know what? Against this lineup, I don't know.
Against the Dooms, you know, and the demonic, but yeah, there's a lot of single target.
There's gonna be 3 purges at some point.
Yeah,
That's 3 Lincoln spheres that you need.
Yeah, these Lincolns are feeling very, very good.
Oh, there's a DD.
Dire
All
are
right,
scanning.
into the bottle here for 9.
Yeah, 9 built to right click, so he can actually use this. Going for the Revenant's Brooch. All right, cool. I like it. I mean,
Okay.
that's gotta be big damage.
Dire's courier has been killed.
But I mean,
It gives you
Dire's
True
middle
Strike
tower
for the
is under
attacks,
attack.
right? Let me look.
Dire's middle
Let's have a look.
has fallen.
Yeah, they did 5 attacks.
5 attacks with True
Strike.
Strike, magical damage. I mean, there are BKBs. You've got to be smart about when you pop it.
Well, it goes. Let me see.
Talking about 9. He's going to have the toss back with the BKBs there before any sort of stun can come in from Skeeter. So Collapse will walk out of this.
It says it deals no damage to magic immune targets.
Correct. Yeah, if you pop BKB, you're taking nothing from the
BKB is technically spell immunity, not magic immunity. But
I mean, you
know
can take it up with because I'm like 9.
I know it doesn't work on BKB.
Yeah.
But there's this weird distinction in Dota between
that is true.
spell immunity and magic. Magic immunity is usually 100% magic resistance.
What's going on here? Toronto, Tokyo. It's ready to start things. Tundra, they'll try and get up with 9. Caught by the overwhelming blink range, so has to BKB his way out. Rolling Thunder coming to an end. Is there any opportunity to get in on this? Not really. Again, once they've had to use a BKB on one of their own cores, they don't want to fight. Spirit keeping Tundra pressured right up until their base.
Scanning.
Yeah, this game is going to be completely determined by the next team fight, and it's all about the Doom. That's all it is. If somehow 33 can pull 33 Dooms out of his pocket and get through 5 Lincoln Spheres, then Tundra will win the fight, and then they'll win the game. But it's looking pretty good for Spirit right now. I think they're chilling. Like the odds are in their favor, and they can feel it. They're just kind of running around the map doing whatever the hell they want. Whereas you can feel the pressure from the side of Tundra. You can feel that they don't want to have the wrong hero walk in. Whereas like Collapse is just blinking onto the mid wave like a madman. He doesn't care because they feel so confident that they can win the fight as long as Yutoro doesn't get doomed.
And the question is as well, with all the Lincolns that Spirit are sort of building up, is it at the point now where Yutoro himself can actually get something instead of his own Lincolns? Because he's got so many people that are just going to be throwing the buff on him? Is that why he's changing out the slot? Or I guess you're still just moving the boots next, right?
I think, yeah, you just get rid of the boots. He already has the ninja gear, so it's 25 move speed that you're getting from that. Yeah. He's jumping around with Phantom Strike, with Aghanim Scepter, so I feel like he's got the mobility.
Yep. And then that next item for the boot slot. Could be the Scotty, but Scotty's now being built by Toronto Tokyo. He's going to have that for the team, ready to put the debuff on Tundra.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here we go. There's some numbers for you, Jenkins, on the screen.
He armor 30, 55% reduction. Very nice. 114% more damage. This thing's gonna more than double his damage. That's wild.
For 5 hits, but then again, I guess 5 hits is all you might need.
With Tiny, that's all you're hitting. And that's all you need, yeah.
He hasn't quite got it yet, though, of course, the Revenant's Approach. He's got the money for the Mystic stuff, but looks like he may be saving for buyback on top of it.
Although it might 0% his damage if he hits into BKB.
That's the problem. The BKB can make that very expensive item feel kind of awkward. You know, once you popped it and you're ready to use those 5 hits, there's no option to turn it off as far as I'm aware. You know, you're committed.
Yeah. He doesn't quite have it.
Yeah, I think he wants buyback.
He's saving for buyback instead. And Roche just respawned.
Yeah.
That's a big juicy Roche too. We got 4 items on that big boy.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't get better than that.
If you're looking at these heroes, who would love an Aghanim? You know, who's getting a huge power spike to
middle
that?
tower is under attack.
Probably Pango. I mean, I
Dire's
feel like you
structures are
got a
fortified.
basher on this guy's getting a Scotty. Oh, look at this. Skeeter. Trying to take this fight, but he's just gonna die. He is dead. That's trying to take down Toronto Tokyo with the Doom on him. There's no chance for him to live the first time. He'll buy back for this fight. It's 9. His BKB's coming to an end. Skeeter has TP'd across it with a buyback, but then losing the support. 9 will jump back in. He in turn takes down the Posca. But the catch on to collapse. BKB's out in time. Started positioned by the demonic purge. Mirror jumps forward to try and help out. Skeeter turns the stun. 9's there. Has the control. Fight back. Putting everything into this fight. Yatoro jumps forward. He's going to get topped over. What's the side? 33's in with the stun. Holds to the post to refresher. But the rolling thunder for Tundra. Tokyo comes in. X-Cross done as well. 33's in trouble. The bash from the daggers. Tundra, they've got to back out of this. Yes, he's not going to get the chance to escape. Caught to the side of the fight. He's gone for 2 minutes. 9 will buy back, but this is just a rescue mission. They've got to get the 33 out to safety. But they've found him in the trees. The sentry's down. They've caught him with a big flash. They're dropping the ultimates here, trying to keep them off 33. But they're jumping in with a dagger. 9 turns with a hit. He's hitting hard. He's sleeping big in with a tree. It's turned up to take out Toronto Tokyo 33. The BKB's back up. The physical from the posture mirror. It's enough. They bring down 33. Triple kill for 909. He's keeping the game alive here for Tundra. The buyback from Yatoro. In onto 9. Keeps him alive momentarily, but now he's down as well. So the status here, just 2 players up on both sides. 33 and Sox both have buyback. They're the only 2 heroes on buyback in the game. Everybody else, that was 8 buyback. I mean, he's in that fight. He's going to have to use it 33 surely. It's going to be 9. And there we go. And I think Soxa might have to...
Radiant's
okay, he doesn't have to walk in. They're just going to go for Roche.
Oh, this next push.
Can you fight this 3v2 against these heroes?
I mean, how long until Doom's back online? 90 seconds? No, you can't. No, without the ultimate or the BKB, surely they can't take the risk of jumping in.
They're going for it anyway.
I guess they feel like if they lose the Roche anyway, they probably lose the game, so...
It is 3v2, so it's a measure of like how much are those spells worth compared to the heroes that are down.
And the number situation seems to be intimidating Spirit. It's 33, he's going to start working on the rest of Roshan.
These are not 3 great Roche taking heroes.
They're getting away with it. They're getting away with it, Spirit. They don't want to take the risk with just these 2. Or do they?
They see them.
I think they can.
They know they've walked in.
Toro can kill. Solo, there's the... Lincoln's both coming to an end. Jump forward. The BKB's out of time. 33, he's up to the high ground. He's in straight away. On top of Collapse, but Collapse is able to put the BKB. Snaking in trouble. He'll try and escape with the blink forward with the overwhelming blink. Kills Snaking off 33. He'll go for the TP out towards the end of the BKB. He's away. Yatoro, he needed that bash from the dagger. Doesn't get it. 33 lives. Spirit, they push them away from the pit for now, but now the heroes are respawning. Skeeter's back up. So it's not as easy for Spirit to get in, even though they get that kill onto Snaking to finish this Roshan.
Spirit's just got to be careful for 10 more seconds, and they have everybody alive. They're just playing it safe. They know Skeeter could jump in and blow up one of these heroes.
Yep.
All according to plan.
Collapse has no buyback. He's got to be a little careful here.
Spirit, it's the pit Tundra, they're close. And the damage of Yatoro Collapse in Toronto Tokyo, there won't be any chance for Tundra to get in. So Spirit, they get the Roshan and all its benefits at the end of the day.
Okay, so that was that all 10 buybacks? I think that was all. None of them have buyback. That's insane. Nobody has buyback in this game. Okay, well, it could still go either way. I don't honestly think that the Aegis matters all that much right now, because you kill any one of these heroes and it's important. It's obviously you know, slight, maybe not slight. It's an advantage, but it's not as bad as if this were like 40 minutes into the game.
Okay. So you don't think Spirit's going to be that comfortable with pushing high ground?
You still have to be very careful, because if any of these other heroes die without buyback, it's just a rundown mid, and like, who gives a shit if there's an Aegis? If it's 5v3, you just kill the guy twice.
Astra and Tundra, they take down towers very quickly themselves as well, of course, with this tiny 9.
Everybody's playing it safe because they know nobody has buyback.
It's a dangerous spot to be in for both sides.
Although they are, it's only 3 minutes that both sides have to wait because that crazy-ass fight finished a few minutes ago. Like, it's actually been 4 minutes since then, or 5. So they will have buyback soon enough. I think if you're Spirit, let's see. If you wait for these buybacks, though, the Aegis is going to have despawned by then.
I think you might value the buybacks more.
Yeah.
You know, you're more important in one person having a second life or the whole team.
Or the entire team. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
They might just wait it out. Now, coming close, of course, as well to the 60 minutes.
Man, Collapse has a Satanic on Dragon Knight, so this guy is playing to carry the game as well. I like this build a lot because we're putting a lot of emphasis on the Doom being cast on PA, but if he builds to be a carry as well, like late game DK is nothing to scoff at. It's really insane, actually, once you get your items. So it puts less pressure on Yatoro to, you know, not get doomed because it's like, oh, well, at least I have another carry. On the flip side, though, 9, he's got that Revenant Brooch. Double his damage. Like, he's going to do an insane amount if he's allowed to in the next fight.
You've got to watch out for really who the two of them are getting the jump on, 33 and 9. They get in on someone, get a Doom, rounded Lincolns, all these Lincolns that Spirit's going to be sharing between themselves. 9 gets the punches in, probably will guarantee the death of that hero.
Yeah, you know, the good news is we're getting to the point that Lincoln Spheres are a sellable item. Like, maybe you throw the Lincolns away for one of these 7K gold items. Because what else? What else are we gonna throw away? Oh, they're in. We're gonna see early Collapse. He's caught the high ground. They try to get something going, but Collapse is dead. Outside of the base of 9 in trouble.
Well, get some safety here.
Disruption coming out. The kiss is raining down on the backline. Satchel snaking have to back off. Toronto Tokyo's Rolling Thunder locks down 9.
Radiant's top
Tundra.
barracks are under
They've lost 2 heroes.
Radiant's
9's
structures
buyback
are
up in a minute and 46 seconds, so not even before he naturally respawns here. This is a bit of a window for Spirit to keep going with the Aegis on Yatoro. It takes some buildings. Maposhka trying to set things up in the trees. 9 has the courier out, seeing if they can sort of scout out his position. The other punch him with the center push right. Yatoro's going to jump forward. They have enough space to break through the Lincoln Thunder. He's able to try and get the Doom down onto the support. He'll focus the Snapfire.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
He's so tanky at this point, he doesn't even care. He also has the...
Radiant's bottom barracks.
He has his Xeon Disc. If he wanted to use that. Yeah, that's not the Doom target that you want, man. But if you find it, BKB's back up. Push right there.
Radiant's
He got a turn on your throat. He's managed to finish up another. That's going to be Skeeter going out as well. Down for 133. The last one left alive, and they'll call it. No buybacks available. Wow. Gee. Team Spirit.
They'll take this second game and bring this series now to 1-1.
9 paused. He's slamming his keyboard. Okay, I see. Yeah, wow, that was... I mean, Spirit, they basically did the same thing that they did last game, holding the game out for until, you know, they hit a timing where Yatoro can carry the game, except in this one, Yatoro actually had a game, and he's playing P.